Hello everyone, welcome back to another day of gardening in the Delta. Today I'm going to plant this second hydrangea after I try to save it. But first I'll show you, I've got links down below to my other channels. There's Cooking with Mary Sue, where I do a weekend video on cooking recipe, and there's Brother Claude Reflects. He does sermons once a week. The SUZYQKNICKKNACKS, where I do resale and thrifting videos occasionally. And a link to my eBay store down there. And you'll see posted the name of my new book I had published just a few months ago, Christian Faith Publishing House. It's called The Awesome Adventures of Miss Kitty and Her Woodland Friends. And sometimes we see Miss Kitty out here, but I don't know where she is today. But she's on a few of my husband's videos if you want to see what she looks like. It's a little story I made up about her out here. And today I'm doing another pot here. I'm going to fill up this acacia wooden pot for the deck. I got this pot particularly in mind for this large hydrangea. It's not too large, this is pot size. It's called Summer Crush. There, you see the name on there? Summer Crush. This particular variety of hydrangea is made for pot size. It only gets 18 to 36 inches high. It won't be too gigantic. It should fill this pot up nice. And hydrangea is one of the few things that will bloom in the shade, which is nice. I'm thinking of things to put in the shade on the deck, because the deck stays in about 90% shade. So I'm going to put hostas out there and a few things that flower in the shade. Now this hydrangea, when I got it at Lowe's a few weeks ago, I went back and got it about 2 weeks after I bought my first hydrangea. And when I went back, they only had 2 left, and neither one looked too good. But I picked out the one that didn't look quite as dead as the other one. The one that looked less dead is the one I picked out. It had some dead growth on it. I brought it home. It's been in the driveway for about a week, but I did keep watering it, and I finally got time to plant it today. First thing I did was I cut off all this dead stuff, the dead spent flowers. They had a lot of these on there that need to be cut off. When you cut off the dead part, that allows more nutrients to go to the growth that's trying to start out. As you can tell, when I first got this, it had a lot of the foliage was turning brown. See here? I cut the bad part of the foliage off. If you zoom in here, you can see down here, let me see, it has a lot of new growth all over it through here. There's new green flowers coming out, the buds, the flowers are coming out. There's a new little section here starting to take off. Look on the stem here, there's new growth on the stem right there. Now I noticed that when I was at the store, I saw it had new growth on it, so I knew it was trying to survive. So I thought I'd bring it home and give it a little help. I'm going to take it out of this pot. It's probably root bound in this pot. That's really hurting it. It needs to be a little bit bigger pot so it can spread out. Then I'll give it some Miracle-Gro root growth transplant food for it, and we'll see how it does in a few weeks. Now I took my prunes at first a little while ago, and I went ahead and cut all this off. I don't know if I need to cut any more off. Trying to cut all the dead parts that look bad. I'm thinking about cutting part of this off right here, maybe just a little bit more. Yeah, hate to do that, but it's got new parts coming on. It'll come back. Sometimes you gotta just get rid of the bad to save what's left. Okay, I'm not going to need a whole lot more dirt in this, because that pot's going to fill this up once I get it in there. I got a little bit on the bottom. This does have drain holes on the bottom. Now let's see if we can get this loosened up some. It feels like it's pretty loose anyway. I think it's going to come out pretty good, I hope. You usually kind of squeeze on the pot, push on the bottom. Yeah, I can feel it's loose. Okay, here it comes. Yep. Got a good root system there. And I think it is root bound. See how much room I need in there. Let me see. Might move it up to here just a little bit. There. Okay, I need to put a little bit more in, make it just a little bit higher. This is going to be gorgeous when it starts coming out more with the new stuff on it, new parts. See that new foliage down there? That looks really pretty. It just needed a little bit of help being saved. I can tell it still had quite a bit of life in it. It wasn't until it did. It just needs some help springing back to life. If it had stayed there and everybody just overlooked it because it looked kind of like it was half dead, poor thing would have been all the way dead in a few weeks there. They probably would have just thrown it out in the trash. I try to save some plants when I see them like this, and it looks like they got a little chance to live. Okay. I'm going to loosen up those roots a little bit, give them a chance to spread out. Give this a few weeks and there's nice new dirt full of nutrients. And some Miracle-Gro transplant water on it, and it will look about 100% better. Let's see how that looks. How's that look, Claude? I think that's just about right.
No, too high. Too high.
Too high, okay. Too high, too high. I'll make a little indent down here then to put it in. Okay.
Better.
Now, okay, I just had to make a little indent in the soil to push it down about a ½ inch. Now I'm going to fill it up all around. I've got my planters, my rails that go hang on the rail for the deck. I've been putting them together. I'm going to put the last one together on video and install it. That will probably be the next video I do. I wanted to hurry and get this one planted so it can start getting healthy. Oops, I have a mess clean up here a little bit. Okay. Quite a bit of dirt, but that's okay. I got lots of dirt. I love hydrangeas. They're easy, pretty well easy to grow. They don't take a whole lot of maintenance. They can grow in shade or sun. We have some on the side of the house that are in shade almost all the time. And they're blooming now. They're gorgeous. They're kind of multicolor on the same bush. Some are pink and some are purplish looking. Are they purple or blue? Around there.
I've forgotten.
Okay. I think it's a little bit of purple and pink on one bush, the same bush. It's a pretty day out today. Let me see. Let's get a little rain in a couple of days. Today's Saturday. It's supposed to rain this Monday, quite a bit, Monday and Tuesday. So that means Claude won't have to do any watering outside. He's been busy the last few days with the brush killer, trying to kill a lot of weeds here and there. He was out spraying this morning, killing some, poison ivy?
Yes. Poison ivy, Virginia creeper.
Oh, that again. Can't seem to get rid of that Virginia creeper.
Asian jasmine.
We've been spraying that Asian jasmine the last 3 years here, still trying to get rid of it all. Every time we turn around and find a new patch of it. It's just about as bad as what? English ivy.
We have that too.
I'll push push this down, make it nice and firm all around here. Still need some more in the corners here, a little bit more. I'll sweep all this dirt off the porch out to the yard where it belongs a little bit when I get through out here. I'll put my tag back in when I get through. I always like to save my tag to my plants. You can see some of the other ones on the table I'm going to plant a little bit. I've got this nice caladium about ready to bloom here. Pretty little thing there. And got some, what, begonias? Yep. A couple of begonias there. I almost couldn't tape the other day. I had a major problem with my phone. I had to figure out why my phone storage was getting too full, and I finally figured that problem out and got it fixed. So now I'm back to taping. Tomorrow I'll be doing, or tonight, be doing a cooking video on my Cook with MARYSUE channel. Some hydrangeas plants or bushes can get extremely big. How big can some get? About 10, 12, 15 feet high sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I looked around and tried to find some small varieties to go in a pot. They got several different varieties that are pot size. And they're deer resistant. I don't think deer like hydrangeas, which is good. Because we have a lot of deer around here.
Actually, you're wrong on that.
Oh, backwards? Oh, okay.
Yes.
They do like, okay, they do like it. Well, great.
One of their favorite foods.
But luckily they won't come up close to the house usually. They're too shy to get too close to the house. That's why we got several inside the house they haven't touched yet. So they're right next to the house. And that's why I'm putting hostas on the deck. Because deer love hosta. So we're putting hostas close to the house to keep them safer. And hosta likes to be in the shade. They grow well in the shade, and the deck is in a lot of shade. Okay, that looks like quite enough. Okay, now to give it some. Here's that middle growth right here. Over here. Quick start, good for transplant solution. It's concentrated. I mix it up with water. I have some of it right here mixed up. It looks blue when you mix it up. Now I always add some to what I'm going to transplant after I transplant it just a little bit. Now I'll add some regular water to it also. I think we're going to have to get the wheelbarrow to get this down to the deck because it's going to be heavy with all that dirt in there. But Claude's an expert at the wheelbarrow.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
It'll get my plant moved on it.
Maybe.
Maybe. There. Now it looks nice. I'm not going to move it much. But come around here. Look on top. That's the beautiful new foliage getting ready to come out right there. And that new bunch right there growing out. Okay. This little thing's looking nice. It's small, but it's going to get bigger. And we'll keep track of it in a few weeks and see how it looks in a few weeks out there. I'm sure it'll look a lot better. That's it for now. Trying to save a hydrangea, baby hydrangea here. I hate to throw flowers out. If there's any little bit of life, any way of saving them, I try to. Sometimes they just need a lot of little tender loving care, a new pot, new dirt, some fertilizer, and I like to give them a new chance. That's it for today. I'm going to call it a wrap. I'll do another video later on. God bless everyone. Happy Father's Day tomorrow to everyone. And happy gardening.